was not into the gov like that, Felicia. She's calling him Felicia. And um, if she says that she met him a few years ago, a few years before that, then he probably wasn't working for the governor then. So, of course, she wasn't interested in him. He was a nobody back then. Back then, didn't want him. When he was hot, she was all up on him. Shout out to Gary G. Money Joyner, host of he used to have the show called um, Everyday People Show, but now he has a strictly ghetto show, and I love it. I love his show. It's one of my favorite shows. I love Chief Rocker's show, and I love Governor's show too. But when G Money show is on, you know, that's must listen to radio. So y'all follow him. Make sure you follow him. Sluggo says when he won custody of his daughter, he specifically told the judge they didn't need child support for her. The judge said, "Well, it's not for you; it's for the child." He never filed a petition to do so.
Yeah, I agree. That's like what he said is what happened. My ex-husband and I were in court for our divorce. We weren't discussing our children at all. The judge brought it up. And both of us agreed that it didn't need to be part of our divorce. We could settle those things on our own. And the judge was just like, no, we're going to do this now here. It's like, oh, we don't need you. But they just do that sometimes.
Yep, same here. Same here.
Jungle Brother says that he agrees with the Deacon. Okay. All right. So now let's go into the next topic. That one came from J-Mo, as I said. J-Mo was with that one. Okay, next one comes from our friend Levon, who never tells us where he's from. But shout out to Levon. Would you ignore your date if they approached you on a date and said hello? I want Honorable Deacon to take a shot at that one first. If you were on a date, Honorable Deacon, and your ex came up to you to say hello, would you ignore them?
Depending on my mood, I'm real iffy about a lot of different things.
Depending on what?
My mood, I'm real iffy about a lot of different things. Some days I will, some days I won't. And it's not going to be this long-ass conversation a majority of the time anyway. So I might not. It just depends.
I think it depends on which ex it is, too. Because some of those exes are crazy. And you don't know what the fuck they'll say next. Not yours, I'm talking about mine. And you got some of the exes that, I got some bougie-ass exes. So either they will speak and keep it going, or they won't say shit at all. So I'm cool with that too. And then they call you the next day. I saw you there. Or then I got somebody who's listening to the show tonight, and she'll do some shit like, I saw you with that bitch. They love to hit that.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that bitch? She won't say anything in front of the that night, which thank goodness. But the next day, she got to be a bitch. Saw you with that bitch. So, Ronnie, how would you act if a ex came up to you while you were on a date?
I speak, because why be rude?
Oh,
and your past, even the people in your past, are what make you who you are today. So why ignore them? If they do or say something ignorant thereafter, well, that's on them. It has nothing to do with you. You can't control somebody else's actions.
But you would speak, even if you knew one of your exes was ignorant.
Well, I wouldn't go out of my way to speak to them, but if they walked up to me and, hey, Ryan, how you doing? Yes, hi, how you doing?
You wouldn't date no dude that talk like that.
And say again?
You wouldn't date a dude who talk like that. Hey, Ronnie, how you doing?
No, I wouldn't, but you know what I mean.
Well, keep it real in the damn cafe. Don't make this shit up. So
okay,
you would date a dude. You would date a dude that says,
say, "What's up?"
What's up? Exactly. What's up?
Okay. Then I say, what's up? I'm not going to ignore them. Why?
Because Ronnie.
Well, if they're already ignorant, you ignore them, that's going to make them act ignorant.
Okay, I agree
Why
with that too. I agree with
Why
that too.
poke the bear?
But Ronnie, a dude who comes up to you and says, "What's up?" He gonna be trying to fuck you later on that night or fuck you the next day.
No, if you present yourself to be that kind of woman where he could, then that's your fault.
So you would shut him down
Well,
out of respect for your date.
Well, yeah, he's the ex for a reason. He's not the date for a reason. The date is there because he's not.
Okay. Okay.
Flip side to that, if it's not an ignorant ex and you broke up for whatever circumstances, but you broke up and you guys are still on good terms, then, I mean, hey, we need to have a conversation and do walk away or something.
Says, yeah, in that situation, get ready for this. Get ready for this, Honorable Deacon, because I'm going to come to you next. Hold this thought. I'm going to throw in what Jungle Brother said. Jungle Brother said, fucking exes should never approach. That's a violation. Okay, so we're going to come to that afterwards, but let me throw this in there. So, if you're with an ex, if you're with a date, you're on a date, and then it's an ex that you were on good terms with, kind of miss, that kind of shit, you need to cut that date short and try to figure out a way to hook up with that ex, Ronnie. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she knows good dick is like good credit.
What's the next line of that?
Oh, that's it.
Ronnie, what is good dick like?
Good dick can be many things.
What is good credit like?
Huh?
What is good credit like?
I still didn't hear you.
What is good credit like? Good credit is what is good credit like?
Well, that's
All right.
same question. I mean, same answer.
Okay.
Because you have to define good by each person that you're asking the question of.
Yeah, I wanted to get an answer. I was trying to get an answer. Honorable Deacon left us hanging, so I was trying to get an answer. All right. So, now what, Honorable Deacon? What happens with you if you're on a date and you see an ex or spot an ex that you were into more than you were, like, okay, say like last night. You weren't really into the lady last night. She was into herself and her shit, her problems, and kind of messed up the night. Y'all heard me say messed up the night. Okay, so what happens if you would have seen a nice damsel from your past come through who had the good ill na-na? How would you respond it?
I would have told her to give me a call.
You do? You what? You say what?
I would have told her to give me a call. Either that or give her my card or something.
In front of the current date, and what would you expect the current date's reaction to have been?
I wouldn't give a fuck.
And that's okay. I knew that was going to be the response. Okay, so Jungle Brother, let's go back to what Jungle Brother said. Jungle Brother said exes should not approach on a date. It's a violation. And I can see that side too. Because, I can think of a few exes. First of all, if you're an ex and I see you out, if we make eye contact, I know if you want me. Or I also know if I don't want to be bothered with your ass. Okay? And if we make eye contact and I want you, I can read it real quickly and know that there's going to happen, something's going to happen in the future. Now, ladies, if I don't hear from you that night, I know that he fucked you. And then don't tell me that your period was on as an excuse. but I don't want to be bothered. You need to end the date right there and find a way to connect with Christopher Tracy. Cause I only got one
Why
night in
couldn't
town. Break out
Christopher
and be
Tracy
down.
call her?
What?
Why couldn't Christopher Tracy call her?
Oh, out of respect for your date. It's up to you to end the date. That's your shit. That date is your problem. Shut that shit down and hit me up. Christopher Tracy's in town for hours. Christopher Tracy says, I'm in town. And you know you could be cooking victuals for the party that's going on that weekend. Shut the shit down. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what's
Simple
going
things
on with
like that make life better.
yeah. Let's see what's going on with the governor and Angie show. We're gonna come back to what Jungle Brother said in a second. Um, G Money said ex-wives are a good thing. You start reminiscing about them, and next thing you wake up next to them. I don't know.
Ex-wives, you say?
Yeah, I guess you could substitute ex-girlfriends in there too, but that's a long trek from dreaming about someone to waking up next to them. First of all, if you have a current wife, you got to clear that up, G Money. If you have a current wife, you can't be staying the night all night waking up next to somebody else. That's number one. Number two, uh, if you are waking up next to her, that means that the current one put your ass out. You gotta just clear that
Unless
one
they're
up.
having a threesome.
Oh, threesome's a good thing.
So she's an ex-wife for a reason.
Yes. You don't want her to be an ex-wife and then become the next wife.
Some people do that. Some people remarry 4 or 5 times, though, which is strange as hell. But
Well, Ronnie, would you marry your ex given the opportunity? Ronnie going once. Ronnie going twice. Ronnie gone. All right.
it happens.
Ronnie, call back. Ronnie, call back. Can't let you run up our bill. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So let's go back to the First Lady and Gov show. First Lady says, to set the record straight, the Gov used to come by her college on some weekends to see one of her friends. Oh. They were just friends. She was not into him, meaning First Lady was not into him. She had another one. Maybe 2 boyfriends at the time. Look, Honorable Deacon, you don't know this, but there's this rumor that First Lady was like all-state basketball back in high school. But when I hear her say maybe had 2 of them at the time and all that kind of stuff, I wonder if the all-state basketball stories are true. Because we don't have any proof of that. So she's saying this was her sophomore year. Fast forward to senior year, she and her friend decided to go visit him, and the rest is history. They decided to go visit the Gov. She graduated that spring. He had another year of school left, and they moved in together. The rest is history.
That's nice.
Oh.
It's always good to hear a love story every now and then.
Yeah.
Wouldn't watch it on TV, but I'll listen to it.
The governor says Angie loved the brothers. Wink, wink. Okay. Angie loved the brothers. Then governor says Angie loved dark meat. Okay, 334 Bama Boy joining us from the Gump. Everybody saying hello. to 334 Bama Boy.